Welcome to This Explainer. We're diving straight into a terrifying reality in corporate security today. Imagine a single, outdated document triggering a complete corporate collapse. Crazy, right? But it happens. And today, we're going to see exactly how the latest version of the ISO 27001 standard prevents it.
Section 1, the catastrophic risk cascade.
I want you to think about your own network for a second. What is the true cost when your day-to-day tactical steps point your staff towards systems that literally no longer exist? You might shrug it off as a minor IT help desk annoyance, but the reality, it's far more dangerous. Let's watch how fast this vulnerability builds into a full-blown catastrophic risk cascade. When guidelines are obsolete, users get frustrated, right? So they bypass standard workflows. IT teams might deploy systems without proper registration, and employees, well, they just start sharing administrative credentials over informal chat apps to get their jobs done. From there, it's a slippery slope. A rogue account gets breached, leading directly to massive database leaks. Suddenly, bam, you've got a public breach on your hands. This triggers instant shareholder panic, completely collapsing your stock valuation and market cap. That downtime then triggers brutal contractual SLA penalties, rapid customer churn, and immediate regulatory investigations carrying crushing statutory fines. And the final domino to fall, the board absolutely mandates the termination of the C-suite for a fundamental failure of corporate governance. And the scary part, it all started with one obsolete link. Section 2, the 5-tier ISMS's hierarchy. To stop that cascade before it starts, we systematically organize your documentation down through 5 distinct levels. At the very top, the apex tier, your manuals. Think of this as the master blueprint linking your management clauses and operational controls. Right beneath that is Tier 1, policies. This gives us the executive sense of direction, or SOD. Next up, Tier 2, standard operating procedures, which map out the operational flows, drawing their strength directly from Tier 1. Below that is Tier 3, guidelines and work instructions. These are your day-to-day tactical steps, things like your access control guidelines. And finally, sitting at the base, we have Tier 4, evidential records. These are your logs, registers, trackers, and reports. Notice the clear structural difference here. On one side, Tier 1 policies represent that high-level executive direction, but on the other, you have your Tier 3 guidelines. These are the highly granular tactical steps that IT professionals and end users actually rely on every single day. For the students and career switchers tuning in, this perfectly decodes how dry, theoretical standards transform into high-stakes operational stories in the real world. Section 3. The ultimate auditing truth. Okay, so here's the absolute crucial point about Tier 4 proof. Tiers apex through 3, so your manuals, policies, procedures, and guidelines, they are merely planning documents until actual evidence is generated. Missing that Tier 4 proof triggers immediate career-ending governance failures and massive SLA liabilities for the C-suite. Why? Because your beautifully written policies are functionally useless without the records to actually back them up. I really want you to remember this core executive concept. Seriously, burn it into your brain. The only love you've got in an audit is the one you can evidence. If it isn't documented in a Tier 4 record, it simply didn't happen. Section 4, the access control trap. Knowing what we know now, leaving obsolete user instructions in your system is absolutely not just an IT help desk headache. It is a documented, undeniable failure of your information security management system implementation. Specifically, that obsolete link will instantly earn you a minor non-conformance under the access control. It also represents a direct failure to meet the awareness clause simply because your users aren't properly trained on the current systems. And from there, it causes major downstream violations of the access rights control. It literally unravels your certification efforts piece by piece. But there is a totally positive flip side, especially for our IT and security pros out there. Providing clear, meticulously maintained Tier 3 guidelines does 3 amazing things. 1, it completely eliminates user confusion. 2, it drastically reduces your support ticket volume, seriously freeing up your team. And 3, it firmly prevents those insecure password reset workarounds that lead to breaches in the very first place. Section 5, a decades-long strategic advantage. So what's the solution? Well, the ideal safeguard comes in the form of a meticulously drafted 10-page access control guidelines template. This fantastic resource is provided by the prestigious ISO 27001 Institute, operating under the aegis of the ISO Training Institute.
It's clean, it's corporate, and it's incredibly effective.
Let's look at the actual capabilities of this template. It's professionally drawn by industry experts and principal auditors. For the consultants watching, this acts as an instant, repeatable advisory blueprint to quickly secure and audit your client's postures. It effortlessly transforms those dry theoretical standards into a high-stakes operational defense, all while featuring a clean, fully customizable corporate structure. And the fix is brilliantly simple. First, you just download the 10-page template. Then, take maybe a couple of minutes to replace the default placeholders, things like ABC Technologies Private Limited, or the acronym ABCTPL, with your own organization's details and logos. By doing that, you instantly secure a 15 to 20-year head start in ISMS maturity. You literally bypass decades of trial, error, and painful audit failures. So, I'll leave you with this final, critical question. Is your organization's entire corporate governance currently resting on the fragile foundation of an obsolete password link? As we wrap up this explainer, I strongly urge you to go review your tactical guidelines right away. Because as we've seen today, a single broken link really is all it takes to trigger the cascade. Thanks for joining me, and stay secure.